This is G.I. Joe Fan 2001 with a small selection of diecast I got over the past month. And first up is this beautiful Matchbox Moving Parts 2019 Ford Ranger. And besides the Hummels version, which is the Raptor, which unfortunately we do not get these in the United States or Canada. It's more or less sold in countries that don't get the F-150 Raptor, but that's another story. I'm here to take a look at the Matchbox one. It's nice camouflage hampos, nice wheels, skyjacker. Ranger's pretty on the back and kind of makes up for the partial taillight tampos. And you can see the front is very well crisp, and there's even the Ford logo. Real life, these actually have Ranger cast above the Ford emblem, and it has an open hood. Nice engine. On a side note, American-built Ford Rangers have aluminum hoods, tailgates, and fenders. And just as a bit of a comparison, here is a bit of a scale reference. This is a Greenlight 2016 or 17 Ford F-150. Here's the Matchbox Ranger, and here's the Hummels Ranger Raptor. Pretty close. I'd say they're both at least 1/64th scale. Maybe a bit smaller, but I think they're pretty close. Pretty darn close indeed. And just as a comparison, Hummels is the Raptor, Matchbox is the base model. Hummels is slightly wider. Matchbox. It's surprising that this bed is not part of the interior, which you would expect for cost-cutting purposes, of course. And here are these bases. Hummels is facing very differently. It's not very detailed, but the Matchbox one is detailed. I think the Matchbox version may be better than the Hummels version. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Next up from the same purchase is this Volvo 850 Estate. Nice Volvo tampos, number 14, 850 on the hood. And I wanted to say this, that Volvo is kind of a bit of an underrated manufacturer for Mattel. They really don't give us a lot of Volvo castings, and I think this will be the first Hummels one. There's plenty of Matchbox ones. They did that crossover, the V60, I think. Just a small hatchback, and a wagon. That wagon you can find in the 2020 Superfast range. But you can see that this 850 is right-hand drive. Makes sense because British, the state is British for what Americans would call a station wagon. There are some American brands that have called their wagons estates, but I don't think right-hand drive. This could also be this could be representing a vehicle from Ireland, South Africa, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, you name it. I believe this is a British spec, if I remember correctly. But one car that's certainly British is the Jaguar XJ220. This is from 2019, this is from 2018. No, wait. This is from 2020, and this is a 2019, and this is a late 2019 or 2020. Sorry. This XJ220 is just beautiful. It's a beautiful casting. I'm kind of glad it's made a comeback. Gray hub wheels. This is not a, you don't see this wheel style a lot nowadays. Look at these tampos, number 22, XJ220. And, as another comparison, I have indeed the original casting. The casting first debuted in 1993, this is from 1995, but it's still the same, even though this is 25 years old, as of now. This one doesn't have any tampos aside from this small Hummels logo on the rear window. But let's take a look at the bases. I mean, they both have rivets. I mean, this one is just 1992 Mattel Inc. Malaysia, and the old Hummels logo, and this one is just, it's on the other side, and it just says the name. Jaguar XG220, made in Malaysia, new Hummels logo, and copyright 1992, as well as some newer numbers and things like that. Oh, obviously there's different copyrights. That's probably what happens if you have a casting that's been in production for many years. And we are shifting to some emergency vehicles. You can see right there. First up is the 2010 Ford F-Series animal control truck from Matchbox. I mean, it's not the best casting. It's almost all plastic, but it has a metal base. But I still dig it. And I don't think it's a 2010 model. I mean, 2010 F-150s didn't look like this. I mean, this is probably a 2015 to 17 version. It's very small. Look at it next to the green light. It's very small. Another casting that's really small is this Seagrave fire truck from the 50s, I think. I don't know if they came out in this color, though. That's a nice color. I don't think people would put up with a red fire truck year after year, even if it's just different shades of red. So branch out and do a new color, like fluorescent yellow or something. It's a color you see a lot with airport fire vehicles. Well, that's it for part 1. Part 2 is coming soon.